Welcome and welcome back to my channel Bumzibi Beauty. If you are new to my channel, my name is Juliana. In today's video, I'm going to be playing with the new Maneater palette from Arttitude Cosmetics here in UK. So I did get the Maneater palette alongside the Phoenix palette, but today's video is going to be about the Maneater palette. But I'm going to quickly show you what the inside of both palette looks like. Okay, so this is the inside of the Maneater palette. And this is the Phoenix palette. Absolutely gorgeous. This is the palette I'm going to be playing with. I think I'm going to do 2 looks with the palette because it's just so beautiful. I wish I could do more looks, but I'm going to do 2 looks. So a different look on each eye. So I'm going to try and, you know, as usual, coordinate the 2 looks. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be creating 2 looks with this palette. So let's get into it. Okay, I'm going to start with this green in the inner part of my eye. Then I think I might go with that peachy color on my crease. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If I can't lift up the palette, then I will show you the color and tell you what the name is. So the name of this one is called Wild, and I'm putting that down in the front part of my, oh wow, that is beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and it's dissolving on my base. I'm so tempted to apply this shade to the inner part of both eyes. So beautiful. And then for the outer part of my lid, I'm going with the shade called Feline. That's what it looks like. So it's like it's peach really. It's got a bit of a lot of pink in it, but at the end of the day, it's still like a peachy pink maybe. Right, taking that same Wild, I'm putting it on my lower lid, but towards the inner corner. And next to Wild, I'm going with the shade called Carnivore. You know, like a carnivorous animal, and I'm going to put that on the outer part of my lower lid. I'm taking it towards my outer corner. I'm going to pull it up. I'm also taking that Carnivore, and I'm kind of like creating a cut crease. It's not really a cut crease, but I'm kind of like putting it all over my lid and using my crease as a guide. I'm going to change my brush, but I'm using like a flat brush to create the shape first. So I'm not blending yet. Coming to the inner part of my eye, I am gently again patting down. I don't want the brown, I don't know what the shade even is, maroon, wine. I don't want it to go too much into my inner corner. Alright, now that I've got the shape down, I'm going with a soft fluffy brush to try and blend out the edges. So I'm not going to over blend. I'm literally just kind of like dabbing at the edge. So dabbing and pulling down. And then going back to Feline, which is the shade I had on my crease, I'm just going to gently bring that back because I love that shade and I don't want it to disappear. So literally just feathering and stamping on the edge of that maroon shade. So just using that same fluffy brush now to build the color. Remember, I used the flat brush to pattern the color first. So I'm using the fluffy brush to just sort of stamp over, the layer that was there before. What this brush is doing is building up on the color at the same time, kind of blending it up for me so I don't have like any patches on my lid. Okay, I think I'm satisfied with that. Yeah, I'm satisfied with that, so I'm going to move on to this side. So remember, I'm using that same green shade for the inner part of my eye. So I'm just going to pat down again. Just lay it down gently. It is a very beautiful shade, very soft. All the shadows I've used so far, they are very soft and blendable. And then for the outer corner on this side, I'm going with this orange called Tiger. So I'm really doing the same thing so far on my lid with the matte shades. Just that this time around I'm using a different color. So instead of using Feline, I'm using Tiger. This formula is absolutely beautiful. You could literally have just one shade and then play around with the shimmers. Have one shade of matte and just play around with the shimmer. It is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I hope the dark greens are like this as well. Taking that same green shade, Wild, I'm putting that on the lower part of my eye just like I did on this side. And then for my lower lid and for the rest of my eye, I'm going to go with this green called Nocturnal. It's the darkest green in the palette. So this is Nocturnal. Putting that on my lower lid. Alright, doing the same thing I did on this eye, so pulling it upwards. And then I'm going to start shaping my eye now, just like I did on the other side. So kind of like just laying it down pressing down and dabbing. So gently blending at the edges. I'm going to swap to the orange scent. Alright, that's why I'm going to leave that for now. So I'm going to go with the orange color. So going back to Tiger, which I used on my crease. I hope I don't mess this up because orange and green, I'm not sure how it's going to mix together. So I'm just stamping at the edge of that green. So I'm not blending, just literally stamping the orange shade. Alright, I think that's it for the matte for now. So let's apply the shimmer and then I'll see if I need to make any adjustments with the matte. But yeah, I'm satisfied with the matte for now. I might have to change my lipstick at the end of this look because I don't think it's going to gel anymore. Initially I thought I was going to do just an all green high and then the red would be perfect, but yeah, it doesn't look so now with this shade. Anyway, let's apply the shimmers. I think for both inner corners I'm going to use this iridescent, then I'm going to go with the flow with the with the other part of my main lid. But let's try this first in the innermost part of my lid. I'm just going to try that first. I don't know what the swatch is like or what they're going to look like, but yeah, that is green. So that's fine for the inner corner, I think. Oh, that is beautiful. Can you see that? And I'm just going to do the same on the other side too. Alright, on this side next to the iridescent, I'm going with this one. And it's called Kingdom. And that's what it looks like. I think this is a multi-chrome actually. We're going to do the swatches afterward. I wish I did the swatches before this eye look, just so I can tell what color is what. Oh, but that is beautiful. I mean, I suppose I don't have a choice because this is the closest to the maroon shade of matte I have on my lid. So I don't think I have a choice. I mean, the only other option is this one and it's gold. I mean, look at that. That is gold. I might use that next to it. Yeah, but for now, just tapping in the shade Kingdom. And just following the curve of my eye. The curve of that shape I created between the green and the maroon shade. Yeah, it's definitely a multi-chrome. I can see shifts. Yeah, I can see shifts of green. Actually, that is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. And going back to that iridescent green, is actually called Untamed. And then blending it with the brown. I don't know. I don't want to wait until the end to blend this together. Oh, that is beautiful. I'm using a silicone brush. Alright, going with the gold now. It's called Bengal. I'm just going to tap that. Hopefully it doesn't ruin. Oh my days. Can you see that? Oh my days. That is absolutely gorgeous. Definitely this is one of the fall shades. Oh. Looks like gold. And just see the way it's melting on my eyes. Absolutely beautiful. Now going back into Kingdom, I'm going to blend the two together. Oh gosh, that is, the two just go beautifully together. And then going back to Carnivore, which is the Urban Matte, and blending the shimmer into the matte. So just pulling it to my outer corner. I kind of want to blend the shimmer into the matte rather than blend the matte into the shimmer. So I'm feathering the shimmer into my matte. Oh, I love the effect. Oh my, that is absolutely gorgeous. Alright, I think that's it for this eye look for now. Let's move on to this eye. So technically there is no pink anywhere near my eye, but I want to see what this pink is going to look like. So the plan is to possibly use these three colors. This, and this. I think with this one I'm going to find another color I'm going to add to it. I'm not satisfied with it, at least what I'm seeing on the screen. But for now I'm going to leave this one like this. And on this one I'm using three colors. So this green, this dark green, and this pink. So starting with this pink. Yeah, let's hope I don't regret this. Well, this is what I'm putting in my inner corner. I don't know if it's going to show up so much on green because it's really on a dark green. Okay, it's showing up, but I think it's changing the color. I swap into a silicone brush. I'm hoping that adds more. Yeah, see that? I give it more pigment. It added more impact. So just defining the edges and my crease where that light green begins. So pulling it upward. And then just dispersing that pink and spreading it all around. So I'm now going back to the first shade I used, the iridescent green. I don't know what is it with this end green, but it's called Untamed. So blending that straight away into the pink. And then just going with my fingers and pressing down to make sure it's all dry then with that glitter glue. Or glitter primer if you like. Yeah. Pressing with the fingers kind of like smoothens it out more. Better than the brushes, yeah. Spreads it out and makes it even. Alright, next to the pink, I'm going with this green called Endanger. I'm just going to put that next to the pink. Oh, this is beautiful though. Absolutely beautiful. And then going with a brush, I'm going to make sure that I have like a smooth application at the edge here. So pulling it into the crease. And now finally going into the third shade I chose, which is the green. It's called Maneater. It would have been a crime not to use this shade on my eyes, especially when the palette is named after it. Oh my days. Oh, look at that. This is just so beautiful. All the shimmers I've used today have been really outstanding. I know there are some light shimmers in this palette which I didn't use, which I think are the ones on the top. I mean, we'll get to swatching in a bit, but these beautiful ones, oh, they are so worth it. So just patting that into my outer corner like I did on this side. Oh, it's beautiful. Alright, now going into the matte shade I put on my outer corner, Nocturna. I'm just making sure a little bit of that is back, so just kind of like dabbing it over that shimmer, more or less stamping the shimmer into the matte. Alright, I think that's it really. I just need to find the third shade I want to put here to give it some sort of difference. As you can see with this one, the pinky goes into the light green, into the dark green. It kind of gives it more, I want to say more dimension, whereas this one is just two-tone. So I think it will be more appropriate to put one other in the mix. I don't know, that's how I feel anyway. Okay, I think I'm going to go with this green in the middle of, I want to say the lighter gold and the darker gold. I mean, there is green on my crease, so it shouldn't be too bad. Just hope I don't ruin the look. So this is what it would look like if I throw the green in the mix. Yeah, I'm going to go for it right in the middle of that lighter gold and darker gold. Yeah, I like that. I just need to blend that, but yeah, definitely love that. Oh, it's beautiful. And then going into the darker gold Bengal, making sure I blend that right on the, oh my, look at that laid over that green. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, I think yeah, I think they are well blended into each other now. So that's it for the eye before I ruin everything else. So I'm gonna apply my waterline liner, my lashes, and I'll be right back. Alright, here is the completed look. I decided to leave my lipstick as it is. I think I kind of like it. I like the contrast. I'm gonna bring you in for a closer look, then we are gonna get on with the swatches. So here is a close-up of the look. I decided to use the same shade for my waterline because I think it kind of gels and brings everything together, but I like the completed look. Right, here's the palette again. I used 12 out of 20 shades altogether. So I'm going to be doing more looks with this palette because it's absolutely beautiful. The looks we posted on my Instagram along with the one I create with the Phoenix palette. But now let's get on with the swatches. Alright, as usual, I'm going to start with the top row. So start from this side all the way down, and I'm going to do the same for all the rows. Okay, first 5 shades. So I'll do the yellow upside down. Alright, that's the first shade. Second shade. So I'm actually literally swatching in order. The fourth and then the fifth, which is the one in my inner corner. Absolutely beautiful. That's the first 5 shades in the palette. Okay, next 5 shades in the second row. So again, I'm going to swatch that upside down. That's the one on my right lid. It's one of the ones I use here. And that's why it swatches like absolutely beautiful. Then the second shade, which is the orange matte. Okay, I built that up more. It's one of the shades I have on my eye. It was one I have on this outer corner. And then the third shade in the palette, which is, that is beautiful. Beautiful black matte. And then a peach shade, which is on this high, on the right hand side. I'm going to build that up. Alright, that's what that looks like. That is beautiful. And then lastly, the last shade on that row. Oh, yeah, I kind of spread that across. That's the one I first put on this side. Absolutely beautiful. It's definitely a multichrome. Alright, the next 5 shades. So these are the ones in the third row. So that again, that's Maneater. This is the name of the palette. But yeah, these are the shades in the third row. Alright, I swatched the one on my thumb upside down again. So the second one on that row, Maneater. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Third, fourth and fifth. I think I had every shade in this row on my eyes today. Yeah, apart from the last one. Yeah, so these are the next 5 shades. My swatches are horrible today, but yeah, absolutely beautiful and rich. Okay, the last row, I don't think I used any shades in this row at all. So this is the first one coincidentally, so I'm going to swatch that right here. Oh, that is beautiful. So first shade in that row, second shade, third, fourth, and the last shade, which is one on my thumb. Swatch upside down. Alright, so those are the final 5 shades. So the first one was this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at my fingers, that green. I can't wait to put that on my lid. That is absolutely beautiful. I think for me, these are the 5 spectacular shades in my opinion. Now the pink, yes, the pink is nice, but it's not very pigmented. It hasn't got so much substance to it. So to me, these are my 5 favorite shades. So the one on my thumb, that's Untamed, which is this one. And then this is this shade here called Bangle. It's one of the one I have on my eyes. And next to that is Kingdom. Again, this was on my eye. And then Maneater, which is on the outer corner here. And lastly, Endangered, again, which is the one I put in the middle of both lids. These are beautiful. I'm going to swatch these on my palm. So that's the first one, which is the Untamed, Bengal, Kingdom, and then Maneater. Oh wow, I'm out of space. I'm going to swatch Endangered right here. So that's Endangered. So as you can see, these are magical. These 5 are so beautiful. Definitely, I'm pretty sure 2 of the falls is going to be one of these 5, and I definitely see the one multichrome. I can't say another multichrome, but it could be the Maneater. I'm not too sure. But whatever the case may be, multichrome or not, these are absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What every pen in this palette is, and from what I've used of the palette, it's beautiful. The mattes were so nice and silky. So if you are of dark skin tone, like my skin tone or darker than me, then be sure that this palette will work for you. It is absolutely pigmented. Now I didn't use this yellow today. I'm going to try and use it in my next look. But I mean, equally, this is light and that's light, and they all showed up. Yeah, definitely a pigmented palette. So if I were to rate it out of 10, I would definitely give this one 9.5. 9.5 out of 10. Absolutely beautiful palette, especially with the shimmers I used today. I am speechless. I love all the shimmers I used today, and I mean, swatching even the ones I didn't use, absolutely beautiful. This one, I am so interested and intrigued. These two, actually, I am so intrigued about these two. Can you see this two in a look? It will be absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Look at that. Oh, it is absolutely beautiful palette, honestly. Yeah, so definitely expect more looks on my Instagram. This one is too good not to have more than 2 looks on. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you've enjoyed the 2 looks I created with the Maneater palette, and you've enjoyed my swatches, and you've enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video, please like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I'll see you.